Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back again today with another quick tip. Now my tip today is for using up some of our lovely DSP. Of course this works with any DSP, and I'm going to show how to best cut a 12 by 12 to make some little party boxes. These can be table favours. They can hang on the Christmas tree. There are so many different ways to use these. They are really good fun. So I am going to first of all cut this at 8 inches. And let me just get that in there a minute. There we go. And then I'm going to rotate it and cut it at 4 inches. I can now just fold this one in and position that a bit better. So 4 inches. So that's the piece that we're going to be using, 4 by 8. And the reason I've done this is because you can then get another 3 from that piece, or 3 in total from that piece that we've just done. And if you bring that other piece back in that we've cut away, that is already 4 inches, because 4 and 8 makes the 12. And then we can cut this. I need to extend it back out again. We want to cut this, because it's 4 inches wide, we want to cut it 8 inches long. That then leaves a 4 by 4 piece that you could use for a card front. But this is a great way of using up 12 by 12 paper. So we've ended up with 4 pieces that we can use for our little box that we're going to do today. And then there's just that piece left over as well. Right, so we're just going to use this. Now you can use the paper trimmer for this. Be gentle if you are using the paper trimmer. I prefer to use my scoring board and scoring tool, because this is less likely to tear the paper when scoring. It's a lovely metallic paper, but it is just a little bit fragile. So I'm going to score at 4 inches. And I'm also just going to mark. Now you can do this with a pencil, you can do it on the reverse side so that it doesn't show, but I'm actually just going to do a little notch at 2 inches on either side. And this is where you could do this as different sizes. It's very easy to do it as different sizes. So I'm now going to line up that notch there and the score line there. I've actually just put myself, I've used a Sharpie and just done that centre line so that I know where I'm going. And we're just going to connect these. So we want that score line and the notch that I made. And we're going to score, and I pressed a little bit hard there, so be careful. You don't want to press so hard that it tears the paper. So here we go. We're going to do the same again on the opposite side, like this. So like I said, you can do this from different sizes of paper. The usual idea is that you're going to want something that you can fold in half, and you need to be able to find the centre point fairly easy. So, but experiment, you know, use up what you've got in your stash. It all works very well. So I'm going to score along, reinforce these score lines, should I say. Burnish them with my bone folder. And you can do this with cardstock as well. But I know it's that kind of time of year where you've probably got some lovely winter papers. I'm using this because I can't bear to see foiled papers going to waste. So, and what we will do is we're then going to fold this up like this. I have the front edges go over the back. and it just makes that little triangle box like that. So I'm going to open those out. You will need some kind of hole punch, which we don't have in our stock at the moment. There's nothing that really works as a hole punch, so I still use my trusty crocodile. And if I can just get that in there, I'm just holding the two edges together and punch, and then do the same thing over on the other side. Hold together and punch like that. Now I'm going to actually use some of our wonderful trim. This is iridescent trim, because I just thought it would make a really pretty way to close this box. And I'm just estimating, this is what I tend to do. I get the loops like that and decide, okay, that is definitely going to be enough for a bow. So I'm going to trim that there like that. Obviously you're going to put your whatever you're wanting within the box. Holding it together on one side, we're going to thread that through, and you can still pull that apart a little bit to then do the other side. Like I say, I'm wanting to make sure that the front of my box has got the folded edges and the open bit is at the back. So I'm going to fold that through, or push that through. Let's just pull that through a little bit more so that I've got a little bit more play, and we're going to push that through that side. There we are. And now I will be able to tie that closed and finish it in a bow. So this, like I say, can sit on a table. So there's my bow. I'm going to finish decorating it, pop something on the front. That can either sit on the table, dinner serving, or you could thread another bit of ribbon or trim or something through to be able to hang that on the tree. Like I say, you can do this in many different sizes, but going with the 4x8 means that you do get 4 out of a sheet of 12 by 12, and it gives you a reasonable size box. Okay, so I hope that that is helpful. I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you how I've decorated this. And here we are back with the finished box. So I've just used the Stylish Shapes dies to die cut some beautiful copper. I've copper embossed a sentiment and then added some of the amber gems just to finish this off. Again, this is a great way of using up whatever is in your stash. You can use whatever ribbon or trim you've got in, use up leftover DSP, use up leftover bits of foil or card, and whatever dies or punches you happen to have. So a great way of using up those leftovers. So I hope that that's giving you some ideas. Next week I'm going to be giving a few little sneak peeks from our upcoming January, what is it, January to, oh gosh, I need to check what the new mini catalogue is because the timing has changed. So it'll have some sneak peeks from that and also from our celebration, both of which launch on the 5th of January. If you're one of my existing customers, you will have got on the way to you a copy of both the catalogue and celebration, and a few little treats from me as well. So please do stop by next week to see sneak peeks, but we'll also be using some of the materials that are also already available. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Please do subscribe to my channel below to see a quick tip every Friday and a quick card every Monday. Thank you.